The Asian Development Bank launched its new country partnership strategy for Mongolia for 2025-2028 to support diversified, inclusive, and sustainable growth. On May 29, 2025, Minister of Finance of Mongolia, Jaflanbolt, and ADB Country Director for Mongolia, Shannon Collin, held a press briefing regarding the ADB's forthcoming country partnership strategy for Mongolia. Over the 4-year CPS period, ADB's operations will focus on 3 strategic priorities: promoting diversified and inclusive growth, strengthening sustainability and resilience, and advancing empowerment and opportunity. These priorities will be supported by cross-cutting efforts to enhance private sector participation, exhilarate climate action, strengthen governance and institutional capacity, drive digital transformation, and empower women and girls. Over the past 4 years, under the 2021-2024 Country Partnership Strategy, the government of Mongolia and the Asian Development Bank have successfully collaborated on high-priority projects and programs in sectors such as infrastructure, energy, agriculture, urban development, finance, and the environment. These efforts have also focused on improving social and economic inclusiveness, particularly by strengthening health and education systems and mitigating the negative economic impacts of the COVID-19 pandemic. In defining the new country partnership strategy with the Asian Development Bank, we focused on supporting sustainable and inclusive growth through private sector development. We will continue to work together to diversify the economy, increase business and investment opportunities, and enhance competitiveness by supporting decentralization and regional development. Looking ahead, in support of the implementation of the Government of Mongolia's Action Program for 2024-2028 and development policy measures, the government and ADB plan to jointly implement a select number of high-impact social and economic projects. These include major infrastructure projects of national and international significance, renovation of overburdened hospitals in AMICs and districts, expansion of access to health and education services, and initiatives to promote regional development. Other priorities include improving transport and infrastructure, developing SOMs, AMICs, and urban areas, boosting tourism, intensifying livestock and agri-food production, and increasing the supply of import substituting products. In addition, the 2025-2028 Country Partnership Strategy marks a milestone as it incorporates Mongolia's critical mineral sector, positioning the country as a regional pioneer. ADB Country Director for Mongolia, Shannon Collin, noted, "Our new strategy aligns closely with Mongolia's national development priorities, including the action plan of the government of Mongolia. The strategy addresses key economic challenges, such as the reliance on mineral exports and related macroeconomic vulnerabilities, while supporting private sector development and promoting growth in agribusiness, financial institutions, and renewable energy."
Under the first priority of promoting diversified and inclusive growth, ADB will support Mongolia's public sector management and also actively promote private sector development. This will include support for policy reforms to improve the investment climate, advancing public-private partnerships, and enhancing regional connectivity through strategic investments in transport and logistics infrastructure. And as Minister Jaflan has just mentioned, this country partnership strategy is the very first to mention that ADB will be supporting critical minerals mining. So we look forward to close collaboration with the government in that area, as well as private sector. For our second strategic priority of strengthening sustainability and resilience, we will support green and sustainable finance, resilient infrastructure, and disaster resilience. Our rural resilience programs will focus on agribusiness development, food security, and comprehensive disaster preparedness. On the infrastructure front, we're investing in improved urban services in the Gare areas of Ulaanbaatar, as well as in provincial centers. We're advancing low-carbon housing support and supporting satellite city development. In the energy sector, we will support Mongolia's energy transition through policy reforms and investments that will enable private sector-led renewable energy expansion, as well as modernization of the power grid using digital technologies. Our third priority centers on human development. We're focusing on strengthening technical and vocational training, promoting inclusive education programs, and aligning higher education with labor market needs. In the health sector, we will strengthen service delivery in rural areas, strengthen emergency response and primary health care.
In the 4-year CPS period, ADB will continue to play a leading role in supporting Mongolia's sustainable development through strong coordination across its sovereign, non-sovereign, advisory, and knowledge operations, and by maintaining close collaboration with development partners across all sectors.